Hi, Joanna.
Hi.
Thanks for helping my project.
Yeah.
Could you say a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Joanna. I am a Houston native and went to school in North Carolina for the last 5 years, and I am now back in Houston at Rice.
Doing the Space Studies program.
Yes.
We're actually both doing
Yep.
the Space Studies program. Well, I guess you must know that NASA's planning to send astronauts
I
back to the
definitely
moon.
do. Yes.
Do you remember when you found out?
Probably right around when they announced it. Trump announced it in like 2019, was it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. So what do you think about it?
I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, humans haven't been on the moon for quite some time, and so I think it's a pretty great first step to more space exploration, as well as I'm really excited about Mars and longer distance into space, and so the moon seems like a pretty good starting point, and I'm excited to see that coming into action right now. Yeah.
I've heard like two main criticisms about the moon. One's like, hey, we've been to the moon already, why aren't we going to Mars? And the other one is, we have so many problems on Earth, why are we?
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts?
Very, very common criticisms. I mean, I'm pretty passionate about just the research aspect, and I'm a huge explorer. So I think a lot of the criticisms kind of go a little bit over my head, mostly because I think there's a lot of benefit within doing these kind of research and expanding kind of our boundaries of what we know about the space. And so going back to the moon, like I think it's pretty relevant in terms of figuring out what human society can look like on the grander scheme and off Earth, as I think that is a very likelihood for it to happen. Given a lot of environmental changes that are occurring, I think there's things that we can do here, but there also is the potential for finding ways to live off Earth. So not to be too pessimistic, but I do think it's relevant information and research to do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. You know, Jeff Bezos, whenever he talks about Blue Origin, he talks about moving all the Earth-harming activities into space and making Earth like a
haven.
A haven for life.
I didn't know you did that. Okay.
So, I mean, that's kind of like one view.
Yeah, that is. I didn't know that, but yeah.
So where do you see it all leading us? I mean, if we were to fast forward like 200 years, do you see humans living on Mars and the moon and these big space structures?
Yeah.
Or?
So, I mean, I think Mars is a very difficult place to live. I think I would most likely see in orbit settlements and moon settlements. I don't think we will stray too far from Earth, as I think the structure needed for that will take more than just 200 years.
Plus, I mean, if you build it in orbit, it's easy to get people there.
Yes, easy access. You have Earth nearby, and it will convince people to move there a lot easier than saying, hey, I have to take like an 8 months travel, and I probably can't travel back for 4 years.
And if it's like your home, then moving it to other places in the solar system, you're like,
it's definitely a commitment.
Well, yeah, that's true. Would you take a trip to space?
I definitely would. So I am one of those people that would love to see the stars, be amongst them, not necessarily right next to them, but you can see it clearer from the atmosphere, and just being able to see Earth, the whole blue Earth effect, I really would love to experience.
How far would you go? Just to orbit? Would you go to the moon and back? Would you emigrate to Mars?
I would go to the moon for sure. Mars, I would have to think about it and see where I am in life, and just kind of see how that would work out. I would consider it. I just don't know if I could 100% say yes at this moment.
That makes sense. Well, Joanna, I really appreciate your time, and good luck in your studies and your future.
Yeah, and you as well.
Thank you.